In today's video, we're going to be testing out several kitchen gadgets, including one which is a burger press for people that have accidentally broken their grills, such as myself, a small plastic device that cores a pepper, some other weird stuff that I'm really not sure how to use yet, plus more things you guys dared me to do in the comment section. So this first thing I'm going to be trying out is a burger press, which looks simple enough, and it has little slots right there, which is perfect for people that don't have a grill like myself. So now I'm going to rip this open, form it into a patty, and put it on the grill. And I'm not planning on seasoning this one because I'm not going to eat it. I may be switching over to becoming a vegetarian soon. It's a health thing. So now the next part is simple. I just take the meat, put it there. That's pretty perfect. And it's probably going to expand a lot while I'm cooking it. So the next step is I just press this thing onto it right here, set it on a pan and let it cook. Okay, so I said that I wasn't going to season this thing, which was kind of a lie, because I do intend on putting some chives on it, and I'm going to be doing so with the assistance of these magical herb scissors. Oh wow, the burger actually looks like it's almost done already. Now let's test out these herb scissors here. That actually works really perfectly. I mean, a bunch of it gets stuck up in here, but that's okay. Whoa. It is called a burger press, so I figured I should press it. I don't know. So one thing about it is that it did not stay in the pressed position. It kind of plumps up while you cook it, but I guess that's to be expected. Okay, now the burger is probably nearing done, but the weird thing is I don't know what to really do with it now. I guess I could just turn it off and wait for it to cool down, but that doesn't seem like a very good idea. Now instead, I'm just gonna try to throw this thing right onto a plate, because, Jesus, ow. Okay. Well, I only burned myself a little bit on that, but it did cook the burger, and I'll admit it cooked it pretty well, although it's very, very greasy from having stayed inside that thing the whole time. Now sure, you could keep cooking it and it would be less greasy, but this is how cooked I wanted my burger, and it's still just full of grease. So the burger cooker was a little bit of a letdown, but that's okay. We got lots more kitchen gadgets to try out, and now we'll be on to the next one. This next kitchen gadget that I have here is called an Easy Carrot Curler, and as you can see on the back here, they say that it can make some pretty cool looking flowers. But I think this is kind of cool, because this is the exact sort of thing that could actually impress somebody if you're cooking someone dinner. But to be perfectly honest, it's just a pencil sharpener for your carrot. That's basically all it is. If you think that the carrot curls look cool, you'll also likely think that pencil shavings look cool. But that being said, we don't even know if this thing works yet, so let's rip this thing open and test it out. Voila. Yep, it's just a big giant pencil sharpener, but they did put it on a stick. I have a bunch of really tiny holes in this table that you can't see from playing the knife game on it. I guess I'm still probably lucky to have my fingers. All right, let's see if this thing makes the flowers and carrot curls that it claims. Not really. Okay, now I got the hang of it. But it's not making a flower. But maybe I could turn it into a flower. Ha! What do you know? That's pretty cool. That's about the most artistic thing that I can do in the kitchen. I mean, granted, that's my first one, but I think that still looks pretty good. I also think it's kind of cool what it did to the end of this carrot here. I mean, look at that. That's kind of weird. But before I put this thing away, I'm gonna make a few more flowers. I mean, might as well. Okay, pretty much went through that whole carrot there. That's weird. I don't know what to do with the leftover carrot now. Whoops, I broke it off. I've got like a string of carrot. So here's the first one I made. I feel like that's probably the more appropriate size. This is the giant jumbo thing that starts to look less and less like a flower the more you look at it. But overall, I'm definitely happy with the results. Never really quite knew how they made those little flowery carrot things, but now I know all you need is a pencil sharpener, so I'm a little bit less impressed. That being said, we're on to the next kitchen gadget. The next kitchen gadget that I'm gonna be testing out is actually an As Seen TV product. It's known as the Nylon Pepper Corer, which is kind of an interesting tool. I mean, I never really know how to cut the pepper. I mean, obviously you throw away the core, but it's just kind of weird having to try to avoid that while you're cutting it, and I don't know. Anyway, I can see why they made this. And I don't know how much they charge for this thing, but it's essentially just a couple of egg noodles, like 2 tiny pieces of plastic. And I think it was like $5 online. Okay, the small core did not work. And neither did the big one. All the guts just kind of fell out here. So here's the inside of the pepper, and as you can see, I did not get all of the core out of it. And when I shook it, this thing fell out. It did not all stay in here like it was supposed to. But I have a couple other peppers, and this time with some practice, maybe I'll get it right. I think it's weird that there's only 2 sizes though. There's like really tiny pepper size and giant pepper size, and these are kind of somewhere in the middle, and it just, I don't know, doesn't seem to work right. Since I'm pretty sure the small one is just too small for these, I'm gonna keep going with the big one. That's what she said. Hoping this works. That time it worked. That actually worked pretty good that time. I mean, there's still a little bit of stuff in here, but not too bad. I'd say that's pretty good now. Maybe there's a few seeds left in there, but still not bad. I think this other one's more for like chili peppers or jalapenos or something like that. But for the larger bell peppers, this actually worked pretty good. Surprisingly, because the first time it did not. Don't try to size up midway, that doesn't work. You're just gonna smush all the guts all on the inside there, and I never read the instructions, and this is kind of what happens as a result of that. And that being said, we are on to the next kitchen gadget. This next kitchen gadget is a can strainer. Although I honestly can't think of something that you'd want to strain right out of the can. I mean, you usually just like pour it into a pot and cook it. I don't know, but maybe there is. I'm gonna be straining a can of French style green beans. Not that it really matters. So just a guess, this thing might not hang on to the can as well as they're hoping, or as well as it's intended, but it does have several different notches here, so it should be able to fit on any size can. Sounded like it clicks on there pretty good, actually. So that's pretty cool. It does work, although I don't think it's useful. I mean, not that you never strain anything. I just see people oftentimes use the lid and just strain stuff like that. But either way works. And with that being said, we'll be on to the next kitchen gadget. Okay, so I'm gonna level with you. I think that most of the kitchen gadgets we've tried so far are kind of stupid. But this next one, I actually really like. This one is a jelly knife. And apparently it's specifically designed to be able to take all of the peanut butter or jelly or whatever out of a jar. Because there's always like a good sandwich and a half left of peanut butter in the jar that you kind of just end up throwing away or scraping out like a crazy person. So I'm gonna take the peel off, run this thing around it. Hopefully I'll have a peanut butter sandwich after I'm done. Only I don't have any bread out. Maybe I'll just have a peanut butter knife. Either way. I'm pretty nervous because if it doesn't work, it's gonna be a huge letdown. It's not actually the magic wand I was hoping for. It got most of it out of there. I mean, that's pretty clean for a peanut butter jar. It usually doesn't come out that clean, but I was really hoping that it would be like crystal clear. But that was crunchy peanut butter, and it was probably older than you would ever want to actually eat. So I'm gonna try this jar of creamy peanut butter. This is like from the 70s or something, man. I don't even know. Alright, well, that's a little bit of a letdown, but maybe it would work better on a different jar, but it just doesn't seem to actually get all, like, it doesn't squeegee the side of it like you would necessarily hope. But as you can tell, I am now a little bit disappointed by this stupid thing. I'm gonna have to finish this jar of peanut butter to console myself now, and after I finish, we'll be on to the next dare. But in the meantime, I'm always up for a good challenge, so make sure to leave me your dares in the comment section. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you've yet to have done that. For God's sakes, bell me for notifications! And as always, I'll be seeing you guys as soon as possible with a brand new video. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.